Hey guys, how's it going? Coney here and welcome back to Part-Time to All-Time. I think we're on part 20 now. We're getting through this, but we've just been knocked out of the FA Cup and now we've got the big games against South Shields and then against Boston. All of us at the top of the league, 1, 2 and 3. And this video we could end third or lower possibly. Or we could end top of the league with a points gap at the top. So, you know, this video could go anywhere, but let's go and play that South Shields game. Right then, it's time for a big game against South Shields. And we're going to go for... I think this team is okay. Have we missed anyone out that I need to be including? Pestacore, that's who I need to be including. Alves for Pestacore. I don't think he's going to start though. Best, yeah. Biggins and Reward. I don't think Ahmed's back yet. So, yeah, this is a team that's going to face South Shields. Let's see what we can do. I think we've got Boston next, which is us playing second and third in successive matches, which is rough. Let's put it that way. 4-2-2-2. So they're going to want their wingers performing. Right, kick us off in the rain at South Shields. What can we get done against a very good South Shields side away from home? It is to be noted as well. So, to be honest, I would be happy with a draw here. I would be very happy with a draw here. It would mean South Shields stay below us, and the people below South Shields can't catch us anyway, so a draw would be perfectly fine. No highlights would also be perfectly fine. I'm happy with that too. And the game is very much caught up in the centre of midfield at the moment. Because that's the first shot from South Shields. It is on target, but not worthy of a highlight apparently. It's a very midfield possession-based game, it would seem, which is limiting the amount of highlights we're seeing, which is fine. I have no problem with that. Again, if I came away from this with a 0-0 draw, I'm happy. Simple as that. Half time, 0-0. Not too bad. It depends if we can keep this going. There's a lot of work to put in this game. And it depends if we're up to that task. How are Boston getting on? Boston are drawing a Tranmere right now. He must have fallen back out of the Football League again. A fairly quiet start to the half is what we like to see. Dan Barton has not had a great game. I mean, none of our forwards have had a great game, really. I think it might be time to put maybe Barton. Barton's looking tired, though. That's what's bugging me. We play out from the back here with a rare highlight. Swoyer. Swoyer running down the right-hand side. Can you find anything with this? Big cross into the middle. Finds Jenkins Davies. Oh, it's fallen to Hagen. It's a mistake by the South Shields goalkeeper. And Charles Hagen has pounced upon the mistake and put us 1-0 ahead away at South Shields. And that is a huge goal. Absolutely huge goal. It's a very fumbled mess, but Sheik, the South Shields goalkeeper, has made an horrendous mistake there and Hagen has punished him for it. Massively. Excellent stuff. South Shields 0, Bath City 1. This is the position we want to be in. I need to look at my team and consider some changes. So, Jenkins Davies looks fit enough. Barton's been struggling for a little bit. I'm going to move Swoyer out to the right. Pestacore's going to come on for Barton. And let me look at my defensive midfielders. Woodward isn't looking his best. And I don't think Roos did all that badly against Barnet. So, yeah, we can bring him on. Honestly, if we can just see this out, that would be excellent. Boston are still failing to win, so it would open up a gap, which would be really nice. I can't lie. What does the current table look like? Look at that. That would be excellent. We have a free kick here. Allows us to dictate the play. Hanks gives it over to Roos. Roos finds Best. Best through to Hagen. Hagen shoots! Oh! Just misses. That would have sealed the deal there. Just need to see the game out. How much at a time are we going to see? 4 minutes of at a time. We've already played a minute of that. 2, 3, and that should be that. A huge win away at South Shields. Absolutely huge. What a game. What a performance by our team here. Because that changes the complexion of things. We have a 5-point gap at the top of the league now. Whoa, we are exceeding expectations. Am I correct in saying Boston are next? I am. You ready for Boston? Because I am. Right, it is time for our game against Boston. I'm not wanting to fiddle with much. At some point I need to rest Jaden. But I don't think this is the match to be doing that, to be quite honest with you. I think it would be an error to do that in such an important game. Ahmed is not fit yet, so I think this is the team we're going with. Against Boston. I don't know if this is home or away. I haven't actually been paying attention to that. It's a home! Let's see what we can do. I mean, we want to keep our home record going. We want a strong defence at home. We want wins on the board at home. If this was away against Boston, I'd be saying a draw is alright, maybe even a loss, but in this sort of game at home, this is where we need to be. Just to keep on producing points, really. But Boston are having the better of this early on, which is not what we want to see. Although, is the game evening out? That's the question. We're having a few chances now. So the game is evening out slightly. We don't want to be doing any rash decisions early on in the game because the initial 10 minutes has gone Boston's way. Games have their swings and roundabouts. Best on the left-hand side. Not a foul in the penalty area, but it comes out and Robinson will clear it up. Finds Sawyer. Biggins. Onto Robinson. Over the top to Biggins in acres of space. Biggins goes across, but it can't find Hagen. Sawyer recycles the ball, crosses it in. Barton in acres of space. Just misses. First highlight of the game is a very threatening one for us. It was great work from Biggins there. I think he's really earned his place. It's going to be tough for Ahmed to come back into this squad. Because we've looked better with Biggins in the side, so it's going to be hard to drop him. Robinson advances down the right-hand side, finds Sawyer, who continues that. Loses out to the Boston player, though. Long hoof upfield. And it has come out in Boston's favour. Over the top to their striker in acres of space, and that's 1-0 Boston. I mean, that's just a bit of a switch off from our defence there. It's gone over the top. They're looking for that. What is his head doing? I can deal with that with one of either two things. And that's changing the defensive line. If I drop that to standard, increase the high press, stop the balls coming in, drop that tempo slightly. Hopefully that will deal with that over the top ball, because that's clearly what Boston are trying to open us up here. Best finds the long ball over to Hagen. We've copied their strat. Hagen, and he draws it level. What an absolute brilliant ball from Kean Best. And we have carbon copied the Boston goal to draw it level 1-1 just before half-time. What a lovely ball from Kean Best. And Hagen starting to hit form. Bread and butter, those sorts of things for Hagen. He loves them. And he slots it away. I think Hagen's the third or fourth highest scorer in the league. Which is sensational considering my star rating says he's a leading north-south player. He's not really a Premier player. You know, Hagen disagrees. And I like that. Right, we start off the second half. 1-1, all to play for. What is going on at South Shields? They are winning 1-0 at Solihull Moors. So we need to really win this one to keep our to keep our lead going. And I'd like to keep the lead going at the top of the league. There'll always be that bad spell of form that you want that insurance policy for. We are looking at Sawyer and Barton struggling a little bit. I think it's time for Pesticore to come on for Sawyer. Right, highlight. Hanks finds Jaden. Jaden finds Kian Best onto Biggins. Biggins finding Pesticore. Pescator, I should say. Crosses it in, can't find Hagen. Barton now recycles it. Finds Ruard. Kian Best. Ruard. Hagen. Biggins, long shot from the edge of the area. Saved by the Boston keeper. We will keep Boston hemmed in. Quick highlight though. Boston with the throw-in. Long ball. Can't find anyone. Hanks heads away. Jenkins Davis over the top to Hagen. Hagen's bread and butter once again. Hagen. Still going. Hagen. Saved. That's the sort of opportunity I like to see put away, and Hagen does not manage that there. We need an update on South Shields still winning, which means our lead would get cut. People are looking a little bit tired. I think Regan... Oh, Jenkins Davis has taken a knock. I'm going to bring Adakwa there, and then I'm going to bring on Clayton on the left. Not that it matters. It's going to end 1-1. It's not an atrocious result with a team that is competing with us at the top of the league. We should have won it. We were the better team, but it's better than a loss, and we're still top of the league. South Shields have closed the gap after losing to us in the previous game. But it's not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, our fixture schedule coming up. Let's look at this. Rochdale are up there. Who else are up there at the top of the league? Scunthorpe. I saw Scunthorpe on that list. I know I did. Scunthorpe. I think we come back for Rochdale and Scunthorpe unless Harrogate or Altrincham are up there, which they're not really. So I think Rochdale and Scunthorpe, two teams chasing the playoff places. Scunthorpe, you could argue, also in there. You could also argue that they're in the title race as well. It's early days after all. This is how the league looks as we leave it for this video. We have a 3-point lead. We have a superior goal difference. Our defence is the best in the league statistically right now. And we're looking okay. We are honestly looking okay for this stage of the season. And yeah, so we will be back for those two games. If you've liked this, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell icon if you're looking forward to the future uploads of this series and the other one as well, and you'll be notified of when they go live. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.